Hi, my name's Roy Hunter. I'm the information worker at Ceartas and I also work on the OPAL line. This is now the 7th week of working from home and it's all a bit different. Instead of having all the usual stuff I have in the office, I've got my laptop, a mobile phone, a notebook and a pen. This is one of my new workmates, Molly. I'm not sure how enthusiastic she is about the job. OPAL is a partnership between ourselves at Ceartas Advocacy, Carers Link, East Dunbartonshire Citizens Advice Bureau and East Dunbartonshire Voluntary Action. The partnership's been going for just over 8 years now, but in the last 7 weeks we've become the frontline service for making sure that people in East Dunbartonshire who need to self-isolate are getting the food and medication deliveries that they need. How the system works. You phone OPAL and give the OPAL advisor your name, your telephone number and your address. The OPAL advisor will pass that on to the volunteer coordinator for your area, and then the volunteer coordinator will contact you, get your shopping list and go and get your shopping for you, bring it to your door and then they walk away. Someone will phone you back at a later stage and arrange payment, now whether that's by PayPal or bank transfer, internet banking, or even just a card payment over the phone. We'll do whatever it takes to make sure that we don't come into contact with you and we don't break your quarantine. Sometimes people don't know why they're phoning the OPAL line. They've been given the number by a nurse or a GP or a social worker and told to phone. And when they pick up the phone and call me and I say, well, what can I do for you? And they say, I don't know. What can you do for me? So I have to explain to them about the shopping service and the prescription delivery service and everything that goes along with that. But as well as that, we've got all the kind of information and advice and signposting to other services that we've always done. One of the big positives that we've been able to take from this is that when people come on and they are sounding stressed and they've got problems and they've got issues that need to be dealt with, I'm able to pass that on to my advocacy colleagues who can then support those people to deal with the issues, the kind of pressing issues that are in front of them. And it can be very difficult right now when you're so isolated to deal with those kind of things. This is Milo. He's another one of my less than enthusiastic workmates. It seems very strange that after working in the same office as people for 8 years, all of a sudden I haven't seen them for 7 weeks. And yet we continue to work and we continue to work as a team, and by using technology, using things like WhatsApp and Zoom and other ways of meeting up and getting kind of face-to-face contact, even if it's not being in the same room at the same time, we manage to keep things working and using the technology to keep things turning over. We've been very lucky with the weather that I can come out and sit out here at lunchtime and have my lunch out in the garden, because it helps to break up the day, which can get a bit monotonous if you're sat in the house all the time. 5 o'clock at the end of the working day, I stop and take the dogs for a walk, and that kind of draws a line under the working day because I have to come back here again and it's now home, it's now no longer work, which is kind of strange at the moment, and it seemed very strange at the outset, but I could get used to it and I could change the way I think about working. And to be honest, I think over the next few years it's going to be much more common that if we have the technology and then we also have the skills that we've developed during this crisis to be able to successfully work from home, I can see it being a more common thing than it currently is.